Dear listener, ClockTower is intended for mature audiences and might be inappropriate or possibly triggering to some. Many of the themes and events in ClockTower are inspired by weird fiction as well as similar concepts, which means the show can get dark. If that isn't something you enjoy, please listen at your own discretion. We here at the ClockTower care about you, so please put your mental health first. Our show will be here when you're ready.
Welcome to Season 2 of ClockTower, a D&D 5e experience. To all our old and new listeners, we're excited to have you here with us. ClockTower is a D&D campaign turned audio drama, played with a custom class and a few house rules that we as a group collectively enjoy. If you find yourself getting a little lost, there's always older episodes to guide you back to the path. With all that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and welcome to the ClockTower. As the wet, cold, dirt-covered snow covers your forearms, your legs, ice having pelted your face, all of you are crawling through this freezing wasteland of just clear-cut snow as quickly as you can right now, trying to get towards the center of this war, towards the Reaper, as it stands, having just swung its scythe again, ice raining down on all of you as it howls into the air, so much further past being a person at this point, just a raging monster of grief and hate as you see the cold, frigid air being breathed out of its mouth as it screams. It's Jaeger's turn.
Jaeger's going to move forward 15 feet and go back to being prone. As he does so, he looks up, studies the falling bits of ice that are still left over from the last sweep of the scythe, and spots on one, and then tries to fire a shot to try to ricochet it off the ice to hit the button at the top of the watch.
Roll with disadvantage.
That's a 15 and a 11.
That does not hit. While you are able to hit the ice on the Reaper pretty easily, your bullet fires off, the shot echoing into the distance as you see ice just crumble and a little piece of it fall to the floor with all the rest of the ice constantly raining off of this thing. Sam,
still face down in this freezing ice and mud, is going to kind of try and stay in between everybody very quickly. Looks around and says, "Guys, we either stay here or we can try something crazy. Do you think we should try and fly there or just keep crawling?"
Sam, could you make a perception check for me?
Certainly. That is a natural 20.
Sam, you have been studying the Lantern of Ulm in the ClockTower since it has come to your ClockTower. Every chance you have gotten, you have studied this weapon so that if ever a time that this knowledge could be useful, it comes up. And like a bolt of inspiration, you look at Trinket right now as you're trying to ask what everybody wants to do, and you see that there are little smoldering wisps of Ulm's fire off of Trinket. Just like there was when all of you were hit by any of the attacks from Ulm when you were fighting Ulm originally, that light is radiating all around Trinket, just as that light radiated around you when you were hit by it. And then you have the idea that Trinket's fire, the light of Ulm from that lantern, if it damages you like it damaged any of the others, for a short time, you might be protected by that light that just damaged you.
Sam, again, like page after page of notes, just mind palacing through their brain.
The flashes of everybody you've ever seen be hit by that weapon, by that light.
Like you're trying to finally move all of these pieces in a slide puzzle together. Sam squints and their brow furrows, and they look at Trinket and say, Trinket, burn me.
What?
Burn me.
It's not my turn yet, but...
It's not your turn yet, no. Also, you only know one way to burn someone with this thing right now.
I'm within 5 feet of range between Jaeger and Trinket currently. So says the map. I will hold my action to cast a spell once I have gained the effect that I'm expecting from Trinket. I think I have to state the
You have to state what the spell is, and if the precise trigger does not happen, then it fizzles, and you lose the spell slot. That's, if I remember correctly, that's how hold action works for spells.
I'll commit to it. So to restate, Sam is going to hold their action to use their level 20 ClockTower coin granted them by the Major to cast 5th level fly on themselves, on Jaeger, and on Trinket after Trinket's turn.
So the three of you not bear it.
No.
Okay.
So is that the plan? We're setting ourselves on fire and...
Barrett, if you still have fly, now's the time.
Okay! As I just put the ring on this time and, like, clench my fist and I cast fly on myself.
Somewhere in an antique shop, Grin, like, stops what he's doing and, like, looks up, smiles a little bit, and then continues straightening things.
You're right here with me,
on a
buddy.
shelf.
Wouldn't be able to do without you. As I wait very impatiently for this fireball that's about to hit him in the face.
So are you also holding the action of fly, or are you just casting fly?
I'll hold my fly action spell after Trinket's turn.
Okay. Trinket.
Okay. I'm going to look to Lantern, and I'm going to kind of look at my shoulders and the edges of my outfit that are kind of fiery, and I'm going to ask, is there any way you can do this for them? And I gesture to everyone. I'll put my hand on it as I say that, too. Like, I'm going to grab the top of it.
Yeah, I think that the effect that is on you still persists, but there doesn't seem to be another response.
Actually, Sam, grab this.
What?
Grab it. Grab it. Put your hands on it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can also try... Castile reached out with it and, like, imagine some tendrils.
That's crazy.
Well, listen, it's do or die, Trinket. I'm trying to be helpful here.
Just try it. Just touch it.
Okay. And Sam is just gonna, like, fucking from the ground up try and reach out and touch the lantern.
I am going to say this. You can spend your action and bonus action, your choice, like either one, and you can do it as many times as you have the actions to do so, to touch someone with the lantern.
You know what? Let's try it. I'm going to try it on... Actually, I'm going to try it on Barrett, because Barrett's fly is separate than everyone else's.
Okay.
And I don't know, for some reason that makes more sense to me. So I'm going to, probably just with my movement, since we're just trying to get our stuff figured out, and I will kind of go to you and put your hand on the lantern.
Okay.
And then we're going to see if anything happens.
So resources-wise, you spend your action or your bonus action?
Let's just do my action.
Okay. You spend your action. Barrett touches the lantern. Make a wisdom save.
At least she also has hands on right now, so...
Okay, I'm hoping with my encouragement somehow
Yeah.
that'll help.
Get advantage.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yay!
God, I'm gonna need it. 18 total.
Okay. As you touch the lantern, you start to immediately be overwhelmed by this wash of terrible things. You felt shit like this before, but this is so strong. It's so almost like it's condensed. This pain, almost like you're being unmade, and for a second even you are like you're about to lose it. Trinket, what moments between Trinket and Barrett do you think about that are what he sees that reinforces him? Because you can help him, and it did save him.
Yeah, what are you thinking?
The lighthouse. The top of the lighthouse.
Yeah, the top of the lighthouse.
I think I fucking hugged you.
Yeah. Help
And I
me
said,
out.
we're going to beat the fuck out of
Help
this
me
light.
out there, yeah. So, and that's very directly a lot like this, so that's perfect.
All right. So the two of you think about that moment, and Barrett, all of that you were feeling from the lantern turns into that feeling. And it feels like Trinket is hugging you back in this moment as well. And then the lantern shines, and you're covered in light
Embers.
and the fire of Ulm.
I think it worked, whatever it was. As I like give you a very like heartfelt stare and like hoping that you know what I just felt. That's the first time I've ever touched this fucking lamp, by the way.
Yeah.
I've always avoided touching this thing at all costs.
You are now immune to the overpowering grief until the end of your next turn.
Sick.
All right. So Trinket, are you doing that on Sam now? All right. You use your bonus action. Sam also touches the lantern. Sam, roll a wisdom save. You can have advantage because Trinket is helping you.
Yippee.
I mean, I'm historically great at these.
Yeah.
That is a 19 from me.
As you touch the lantern, you are, unlike Barrett, familiar with this sensation of the overwhelming pain and dread that comes with being part of this lantern while you touch it. And then the same deal. What moment between Trinket and Sam do you guys think about?
I mean, I think Sam turns to all of the just little quiet tower talks. Like,
Yeah, there
when
was an entire time you guys studied the lantern together for like days.
And like whenever everybody else has gone off on their own, Sam eventually runs into Trinket, and they usually just kind of sit and talk.
And as the two of you are back in this moment, you realize that you're covered in and undamaged in the light of Ulm. Now the only two people who are not are Carrie and Jaeger.
Trinket, do you want to fly ahead?
Yeah, I'm just about ready to go.
All right.
I will move just so it's
Scooch
more,
it.
so
Okay.
everyone can start scooching.
It is now the Reaper's turn.
Which means both Barrett and I cast fly.
Yes, it is the end of Trinket's turn. Both of you cast Fly. And you cast Fly, if I'm correct, on Jaeger, yourself, and Trinket, right?
That's correct.
Okay, and you can only cast it on one person because it's lower level. The Reaper, who's just swung twice, moves the scythe out of the way and then, like, sort of whips its head towards you guys and just screams. And as it does, there is this blast of icy wind that moves forward. So, none of you are within 30 feet of it, huh? Everyone within 30 feet of the Reaper must make a DC 17 con save or strength saving throw, or be blown back 15 feet and be slowed until the start of their next turn. Or, you can take 12d6 plus 10 ice damage.
It's okay. It's just showing off the raid mechanic before we do it.
It just fucking did, yeah. Anyway, dex saves. Did you just get a 1?
I got a 6. So I'm taking half damage this turn.
I got a 19.
Okay.
Good.
For once.
I also got a 19.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's just 11.
Okay.
The two people maintaining concentration failed.
I can still deflect
You can, and if you
if I take any damage.
If you take any damage, you do have to roll a concentration save. And if you fail that concentration save, Carrie could still try
To save one of them.
to save one of you.
Okay. How about you roll your deflect missile first?
Yes. 15 total.
35 damage, so half of that is over 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could still have Carrie take the bullet for you.
If anybody, Carrie should take the bullet for Sam if need be, because Sam has more people under the effect than just me.
In that case, I will use Carrie to potentially re-roll my save.
Okay, so Carrie rerolls the save. If you succeed, he's fine, and you can use him again. If you don't, you save on the save anyway, and he dies.
Yeah. Carrie has died.
You see a hail of ice, like these thin, needle-sharp shards flying off of him. In fact, some of his spit spit just freezes as it's flying out of his mouth. And then you feel this like pressure, like, and you realize that this guy who's been standing next to you, Carrie, has like stepped in front of you and got pushed into you as all the icicles went into his back. And he just falls over and slumps down as you see his pocket watch disappear.
Sam focuses really hard, and a little voice in their head. So it's okay. They're in the tower.
He's okay. He's okay.
And so now, what is it?
35 halved is 17.
Minus 15, so 2 damage. Which means you must make a DC 10 concentration check. You can also clock tower dice this.
I don't have any more clock.
Trinket does.
Yeah.
Oh.
And has a reaction still.
That is just 11.
Meets Pete's.
I maintain concentration, and I take 2
Fucking
damage.
Barely.
Yeah, fucking barely. Thanks, Gary.
Let's all move together on this.
Yep.
All right, it is now Jaeger's turn.
All right, yeah. I fly on.
You're the only one
Yeah,
who is
I'm
not protected right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action move with Trinket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I my turn, I just had a quick question.
Yeah.
When the scythe swings, how high does it swing up, or does it swing it from the bottom?
You don't know.
All right.
Sam, your turn.
So Sam is going to look at everybody and say, okay, we all move together. I guess stay low, and when you're ready, drop after a couple seconds. And Sam is going to kind of, if you're a kid walking with your hands on a pool, Sam's going to do that with put their hands so they're just barely hovering their legs off. So it's basically weightless.
Okay. But you are leaving the ground.
Yes.
You are using fly speed leaving the ground.
Yeah.
Okay. As you leave the ground, howling winds. The Reaper is surrounded by howling frigid winds. Anyone not actively touching the ground or the Reaper is hit by ice gust instantly, which means you make a DC con or strength save, or be blown back 15 feet and slowed until the start of your next turn, or you take 12d6 plus 10 ice damage, your choice. Or you save and take nothing.
Guess we'll see. It's a 12 on my con.
Total. Before I tell you whether or not that succeeds or fails, would anybody like to clock tower dice that?
I'm gonna add to it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add a clock tower coin. It's plus 7.
Oh, so in that case, that is a 19 on my con save.
You succeed thanks to Trinket's help.
Things are happening up above us, right?
The wind is very strong.
So I'm going to just shout to Sam, the winds are really strong, keep down.
So Sam was originally going to go completely like Superman weightless and just digs their hands into the snow and slides back like 2 feet like, no.
Okay, you now have your full, you saved, so you have your full fly movement that you can move because you've already passed the check this turn.
So Sam will hold.
So you can now you know the speed of the wind, so this turn you can go against. You will have to save against it again if you are not touching the ground or the Reaper by your next turn.
Yeah, so Sam's going to hold their movement. They are going to move with Trinket, so getting connection to Trinket, and at the end of that movement, drop prone.
Okay.
And that is Sam's turn.
Barrett, your turn.
I'm going to follow suit, and I have to make all these same checks.
No, only
Right.
if you leave the ground right now. But you will have to make the checks when you leave the ground, regardless. So,
Trinket.
Okay.
and it's a rough one. The good thing is, if either of them take damage, they don't lose concentration because you're concentrating.
Correct.
Would it help our chances if we actually, instead of having to make these checks individually, is it possible for us to all grab arms and fly as one plane? And it would be significantly more stronger. I feel like we'd have advantage on our strength roll or
Yeah, can we
constitution
all
roll.
move as one?
Can we all grab each other's shoulders and fucking
I see the point. You're adding more engines to you guys,
And more
but you're
weight.
also adding more resistance.
so physically bonding wouldn't probably help our
Not
our rolls
really,
here.
no.
Okay, shit.
I mean, you guys have bonded a lot, but no.
Yeah, I am going to hold my action and get ready for this fly, and I'll make those those checks when it comes.
Just to confirm, because we're being a little loosey-goosey on the hold action, not that any of you would like try to rules lawyer me, but just the hold actions that both Sam and Barrett have done is you are going to follow Trinket's movement.
Yes.
Correct.
I'm straight up just copy pasting
And
exactly the same.
specifically at the end of that movement, I'm going to drop prone.
Okay, great.
Yeah, that's the plan. Is that we using the same strat we used to get here. Is fucking fly, land.
Okay. I think other DMs might have a problem with the like dual sentence of that hold action. I don't. I think it's fine.
Question. Do you guys want to use a dash in case?
That would be 60, then 60 is 120 feet.
It's 120
So
feet.
that-
Well, keep in mind, you still have to spend half your movement to get up, either way.
True. Well, I don't.
So
yeah.
you don't, because you already did. But if you say that you did a dash, and I'll let you guys, if this is what you want to do,
Oh, so I
Since
can
you're
actually
both doing
get
the same
I can get up from being prone.
instead
on
of your
this
movement being, you can have 30 feet of movement in addition to the 60 feet.
So
You do
90.
Do you want to adjust your hold action? I am being gracious here.
I think I will, just to keep for cohesion's sake. Okay, so yes. So to fully state, our held action is to dash and to link our movement with trinkets so that we stay adjacent to her. And at the end of said movement, we're going to drop prone.
In that case, is that the end of your turn, sir, while you're holding your action?
Correct.
Okay. Trinket, it is now your turn.
So if I move, I can move 90 even though it's split.
If you dash.
Only part of it is split.
But as soon as you guys activate that fly speed, anybody flying does have to save against the ice winds.
Yeah, we're all gonna move forward, so we all need to do our saves.
Okay.
I don't.
You're rolling either a strength or constitution save. You're either like holding your ground with the strength of your magic fly, or you're just withstanding the pain of the wind and you don't give a fuck. You also don't necessarily have to be slowed.
Preferably, I'd have to not take damage and just make
Strength
this
or con
strength
save?
or con save.
I think that's
16.
same.
14.
The DC is 17.
God, that's 17.
Who is being knocked back and taking slow, and who is taking damage?
I'm doing slow.
I think I'm doing slow.
I'll do the slow because it makes more sense to just stick with trinket. So
Basically, you guys, instead of having 90 feet of movement, have 45 feet of movement. Does 45 get you guys there still?
gets us close, but not there.
So it gets us one more turn of army crawling, and we'll be in the donut.
Yeah.
So we all get slowed, and then we move forward again to the
Okay.
to the 45.
So you guys figure out where 45 is. You're not in the donut yet. I have a question. Is anyone not just doing that exact same thing
No, we're all
again this turn?
We're going to be doing that
So-
exact.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you're all prone,
Yeah.
right? You're all going to move again, and even if one of you gets slowed, you're still doing it again.
Yeah, the only thing that'll stop that is if we get...
Hit by the Reaper's ice.
If we lose concentration and shit, yeah.
Okay. So, in that case, it is the Reaper's turn right now.
Yes.
The Reaper swings its scythe. You're all safe. Nothing happens there. The ice rains down on all of you. Deck saves from everybody. And if you fail that, you are kind of fucked.
5.
4.
12.
I still have the option of deflect.
Okay, let's do that. I'm rolling for Bink. Right
Okay.
now. 27 in half is 13.
So I have to roll above a 3.
You have to roll above a 3.
2.
Fuck! No!
Literally 1 point
1 point of damage, dude? That sucks.
for a DC 10.
All right. And then next is concentration check. Okay, so I get a +1, and I have to beat a 10.
Yeah.
10.
You did it.
11 total.
Cal damage?
Yeah.
38.
38 halved is...
19.
I can have that again to 8. Yeah, which makes it 10. So it's under 10, so 10. Okay, so let's see. DC 10 check. I have a +2 to this. Nope. Fuck. That's a 4.
So that would be a fail on your concentration, which would drop you, Jaeger, and Trinket all from fly, right? All right. The ice barrages Barrett. Barrett manages to, like, shake it off. He feels, like, Grin's hand on his shoulder as he struggles through, as this huge fucking chunk of ice flies through the frigid air straight towards Sam's face, and then you hear a gunshot and it explodes before hitting Sam's face. The ice just kind of sprinkles over you. You don't lose concentration. Out of one of the tears in reality, you see a single flintlock pistol aimed at the ice, and you see Reagan fighting through the ripped hole in reality and has used the Path of the South interruptibility to stop that from happening as Reagan takes the one shot before you see something just rip them back.
Oh, shit.
With the layup from the alternate world.
Here we thought that reality ripping was going to be a fucking thorn in our side.
That near party wipe, if that hadn't happened.
The only reason that Reagan would leave you guys was to help you.
I can't break in. I can't break in.
Reagan said I have to go help them.
I think it's so funny that the two of us are here. Like, who the fuck was that?
All of you get within range of the scythe.
Yippee.
If any one of you saves this save, you can reach the pocket watch this round. If all of you try to fly and can struggle against the wind, Trinket can light one of you up and send you, whoever's doing the best, we'll say, or you all move together. So first one up, Jaeger. Good luck, sir. Connor strength save, DC 17.
I fail. 14.
Damn.
Sam's next.
All right, so yeah, Sam's gonna look to everybody. He's gonna quickly pop to their feet, see if they can outlast the wind by hovering. So let's see. Well, 2. So
Maybe let's avoid that.
Sam's also slowed.
No, yeah.
Okay, so I have to, what is it, 17? 17, and I have a plus 1, yeah. 10, so, no.
Nope.
11 total.
What's your guys' clock tower dice?
I can try.
Yeah, might as well.
I have a couple left.
Right.
We'd have to roll a 6.
Yeah, I'd have to roll a 6, 7, 8. I'll try it. We'll see what we get. 7.
There you go.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh.
So you
And
pass.
that's why you don't count it out until it's over.
All right, so I am flying. So, yeah, waiting for Trinket. But the held action is move forward 15 feet after being bestowed light and flying straight up to the pocket watch. And I click it. Okay, yeah, that is the physical action that I am holding until Trinket's turn is over.
Okay. It's your turn.
Okay. So first thing first. Going to make Barrett on fire again.
Okay. You have to make the whiz save.
Is it easier now that we've done it once?
Yes. The DC is much reduced.
So, a wisdom save, and I have to beat...
You don't know what you have to beat
don't know
anymore.
I have to beat anymore.
It is an easier save than it was last time. Last time, I believe it was...
You rolled a 19 last time. So.
Yeah, you don't know. You just succeeded.
That's a 15 total.
15 total,
Yeah.
and you have advantage.
Oh, shit. Yippee! 15 again.
You succeed the wisdom save. You all have a small, quiet moment as Barrett touches the lantern, and the light of Ulm radiates around Barrett for a short amount of time as Barrett looks at Trinket.
I will say before my turn is over, since you're all moving with me, you
Yes.
two are moving with me, we should still move closer anyway.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
Just in case.
Off chance. Off
So
chance.
how much closer can we move given what
I
we have?
think we can move 45 feet.
Okay. You move everybody forward. The light is now touching him, which means light that he is exuding and the light that he is touching is fighting against each other. And for a second, he is no longer raging for like 2 seconds as he's like stunned. Effect-wise, he is actually stunned for 1 round and will break out of it after this round and go back to being a rampaging monster. Barrett, you use your held action to move the 60 feet in a straight line all the way up.
Yep.
Actually, in diagonal line. And you see his pocket watch, and you see that giant monster look down and see you. Its hollow, glowing, freezing eyes are looking down at you as it's just stunned seeing this, like, in comparison, little ant reaching for the shine at its side.
As I fly up, I grab the pocket watch into my hand, and I look up into these raging eyes, and we'll see you in a little while. And hit the pocket watch.
As you click the pocket watch, you see it sort of disintegrate out of your hands as if it's trying desperately to get pulled back somewhere else. And you see all these tears in reality start to fluctuate a little bit more.
I also want to look to the horizon. If this fucking wall of light drops at all, I want to see this fucking battlefield like one last time from this high point, if I can, and see everything, all of the trenches dug, all of the towers shambled. I want to see those people fighting for their lives, literally how far away from us just to get us here. I know the winds are gusting and the ice is piercing, but I want to get one last look.
As the monster disappears the same way that Reyes did in that field of flowers, you look back out at the field and there is no wind. The storm disappears as if it was never here, and the sun shines on a battlefield that it hasn't seen in too long, as those that are outside to see it sees the storm clear, the fight over. You know that somewhere down there you don't see that. Neither does Grin, who never did. Just like so many other agents who never will. And as you see everything that this war has wrought, how it has destroyed the landscape, how it almost destroyed you and everybody else, you see those cracks in reality sealing themselves up. The world trying to go back to normal, and you notice that while you hear the clock tower chiming in the distance, everything reset, the harvest wars over, everybody going back to their towers, everybody that can.
It's finally fucking over. And I look down past my feet at my friends who are just holding up a light, looking up at me. A tear comes down his eye. No one could replace you, Grin, but
You see the three of them standing together.
I think you'd be proud. I sure am. Back to the horizon again, just thinking about me fucking pissed off, just emptying my pockets for no fucking reason. I can finally put this to rest for everyone. And I'll have a hell of a speech to say at the fucking Haven meetup. As he like wipes that tear away from his cheek and he comes to like hover down to everyone.
You're not sure if it's because of how big this thing was, how many agents there are to come back, but only as Barrett is landing do all of you hear the clock tower chiming in the distance for you and start to feel that feeling of a wave washing over you.
I think Sam is going to just kneel down really quick and just grab a handful of snow, which seems kind of silly in a little bit because they've been face down in it for most of the day. But they just looked at Barrett. I don't think people will ever stop thanking you for what you did today. But I want you to know that as terrible as this was, I'm glad we could fix it.
I don't know if there is fixing this, but I think we finally put it to rest. We'll pick up whatever pieces left over at Haven, I guess.
Yeah.
Once he saw that shot ring out, he recognized the gun. He recognized the exact ring, the caliber. And he's locked, just staring in that direction. Even as the rift closes, there's a look on his face of so much hope, of the fact that one of his family members is still around and still out there doing what they need to do. And he just smiles and sighs out a long breath before he looks toward the others and goes, well, we did it. No more light.
Put it on the list.
Fuck it, I don't care. This one's for Grin. As I just bear hug the living shit out of all of you once you guys are within reach, and I give you the most heartfelt squeeze I could possibly muster up with these whatever's left of these arms.
Then, like a crushing wave, you guys are back in your tower, sitting on the couch, and I'm sure promptly being hugged by Barrett again. Hey, it's me, Ellie again. And that was the end of Season 2. Before anything else, let me say thank you. Thank you for being here, for listening to these updates, and most of all, for enjoying the show. This show would not have been possible without the immense help and a ton of effort and support of so many people, and a few extremely dedicated people who have taken long hours out of their daily lives to make it happen. So to all of you, from the listeners to the people who made it all possible, I personally want to say thank you. Thank you for making something that I can honestly say I'm proud of. And with this episode being over, we'll officially be going on a short hiatus, just so that we can get everything organized and bring you a new season with everything we have. So now's the time. Bug your friends to catch up, get Season 2 all done and dusted, and we'll see you in Season 3. But before that, on to credits. Barrett was played by Bink, Sam was played by Cal, Trinket was played by Kball, Jaeger was played by Trent, and because I forgot to credit her in the last episode, Alaya was played by Sierra, and I, Ellinthris, was your DM. The editing of the show is done by Cal and myself. Thank you, Cal, for all the hard work you do to keep the show going. This show is funded by our patrons on Patreon. Thank you for all of your constant and continued support. If you would like to donate to help the show keep going, please head over to our Patreon and become a patron today. If you would like to join the ClockTower community, you can go to our Discord server where fans and the cast alike are able to chat. You're allowed to chat there, I promise. If you want to learn more about the art behind ClockTower, you can head over to our art and animation YouTube channel. The voice of our disclaimer is Valik, Donahew, and the ClockTower test on our website was programmed by LeMay. Most of the music for the show is done by Who's Music. Contact them if you're interested in commissions. Additional music and effects provided by Andrew Smith and Cal. All the links to our collaborators, their websites, and our own can either be found in the episode description or on the website clocktoweragent.com. And thank you again for listening. ClockTower, Season 3, Episode 1 will be out for all of our early episode patrons on April 3rd and will release publicly on April 10th. Till then, time's ticking. See you in the ClockTower.